Hello, good evening. Let's see what we got going on over here. To start off, I'm just going to show the paints that I'm going to use, potentially. Sometimes I switch them off, so right now I'm just kind of looking at the paints that I'm going to be using to pour. So I'm just kind of looking through the ones that I have. Some I think looks like, that one looks like the same one, so it's a little extra. I use all kinds of paints. It doesn't really matter to me, I just use whatever paints I have. These, maybe I might be using these back here, but I'm not too sure, so maybe some of these. If you know the rocks that I do, the paints that I love to use the most are the metallics, the color shifts, and the pearls, and a little bit of glitter. And it's only because that's my preference. It's not because of it. You have to do it that way. I just prefer to do those types of pours. Okay, so right now I think I'm just going to start with pouring just the regular colors. So the cups you could use, they vary. I mean, you can use all kinds of cups. The ones I like the best are these bathroom cups, because they're thicker. I kind of was using the Dixie cups before, but these cups, once they get paint in them, I almost have to use 2 cups when I use these, so I don't really like these that much, but if I have to, I'll use those. These ones are cool to use only because if they're bigger cups, the paint flows a different way when it comes out of the cup. So these ones give me a cool look when I use those. Hi there, Jessica. So I'm just kind of going over the paints and the different things about the cups. But next are these tips. So I've never used these before, but I have one kind of ready to go because I think I'm going to do a regular poured rock, and then I'm going to put the tip of this on the glow paint, and then I'm going to make a cool design, because usually I just kind of like just paint out, but this time I'm going to be able to use this, and I've never used it before, so we'll see how that goes. Hi there, Carrie. Just prepping for the pour right now. I'm hoping I got enough batteries, but if something happens and things cut out, I'll make it back on when I recharge the battery. Or if for some reason it cuts off, I'll try to get back on. But these are the colors I'm going to be using tonight. In no particular order, just some of those colors I'm going to use. Maybe some of these back here. But right now I'm just going to start with pouring, let's see, maybe these front 3. So, just going to get my cup out. Because I'm not doing a whole, they're not huge rocks, they're small rocks. I'm not going to need a big amount, so I'm going to just use this cup that I have right here. Just to let you know, I'm doing this with one hand, so things get a little weird up here with the camera when I'm doing it one-handed. And I'm not mixing anything in these paints, I'm just using the paints as they come out. And I got some paint on me. I don't like to use gloves because I like to get dirty. So I know that sounds funny, but if I'm going to do the paint, I might as well just get in with the mess and try that. Okay, so you know what I decided? I'm going to switch something up here. I'm going to use the white in here too, but let me see. For 2 of these, I'm just going to pour the white paint on top first, just to have 2 set that way, because I want to do something different. So I've done this before where these, I'm just pouring the white on just to get a base. I'm not using a paintbrush, I'm just pouring it on in no particular way. And this is just to have a different way where they already have the white on. So we'll see what the pour looks like on these versus the other that just have the paint on them. So on those, it's just going to use those as a test. So I'm just putting the white on first, and then I'll pour the color and the white over it. I tend to use white more than I use black because I think the white pops the color more, and the black, I don't like it dulls it, but that's just my preference. So you can use the black however you want to do it. Okay, so now I'm going to grab some colors. Let's see, which color should I grab? I like this one. And I kind of don't keep track of which ones came out which way, because every time you do it, it's going to be a little bit different. Even if I write this down, it won't be exactly the same each time. So just knowing that you're going to have fun with it regardless of how it comes out. Sometimes I'll have a good pour, and then sometimes I'll have a horrible pour where I'm like, what the heck went wrong? So you just gotta learn as you go. So these are just all blending together. I'm not doing it. That looks really pretty, that color. This color is really neat. I just find that these blend really well in there. So let's go with this purple satin color. Ooh, that's got a nice little color in there. What the heck? I'm just gonna throw a little glitter paint in there and see how that goes. And maybe I'll just put a tiny bit of white on the top, just so that I don't lose all the color when I pour it. Sometimes the color on the top gets taken away, so do it that way. Let's see, who did I miss here? Hi there to Jessica, Louise. Okay, so I have joined a bunch of acrylic pouring groups over the past couple months, and I've learned a lot. But the thing that I don't like is following the rules. So you'll never hear me say, you must do this or you must do that in order to get... No, you don't have to do anything. You could do just the colors, you could do mixing stuff in, but it just has a preference on what you want it to look like. I'm going to start off on these white ones. So I put white on there first. Sorry if I got a little fast with the phone. And then I've got these colors, so I'm going to pour that over the rock and see what that looks like. And it does look different when you start with the base of white versus just me putting this over the cup. This still covers, but you get a different look, so we'll see what this looks like. I'm going to try to make a circle as I go around. Ooh, and that looks lovely. I'm always surprised with glitter because sometimes you think glitter's going to go everywhere. And the way I pour the paint in there, it kind of keeps the paint in a certain layer so that when you pour it, it gives it a cool look. So I'm happy with the way that looks there. And the white underneath, if you pour the white first, see how you can see the white in there on the top and everything? It just kind of helps it blend differently. Kind of gives it, because it's already thick, so it has less of a chance to have to go down the rock. So that's pretty cool. Hi there, Patsy. How's it going? See, did I miss anybody? Louise, how's it going there? Good evening from Canada, all right. Happy you guys are pouring with me. It's been a while. So I usually pour a lot more, but I've been impacted with a lot of rocks, so just trying to decorate them. So we got this coming out. I think I want it to remain as a design in there, so let me let this flow. Oops, I'm gonna miss that part there. Oh, that looks really pretty. Then I'm going to let it flow right here. And then I got some nice blue color. So the blue color is on the other side of the cup, so I'm going to turn the cup this way. And I want it to go down the middle. And that looks pretty cool. I just got to get this other end right here. Oh, that looks really nice. So I like that. That looks pretty cool. Hi there, Max. So that one and this one. And don't worry. Don't you worry. Look at all that paint under there. I know you think like, oh my gosh, if you're new, you're like thinking, oh my gosh, she's going to waste all that paint. Nope. I'm not going to waste it. My hands are a bit messy. So I'm going to walk over and just rinse it really quick. But I'm just not going to wipe all the mess off because I like to get a little messy, but I think it will be a little too messy, so okay. Back to it, hands a little cleaner. Got to keep a couple paper towels around just to wipe off as you go, or baby wipes. Baby wipes are also very helpful. Okay, so let's look at this. Trying to see it in a good light here. I got a little bubble there. Let me try to blow it out. Yep, I was able to get that out of there. Sometimes I wait a bit and then I try to blow them with a little straw or something too, but I don't want to blow too hard because I like the way the glitter laid on there. Looks really neat. And then this one, I really like this one. This one came out really cool. So now let's it's kind of setting up to do a transfer with the paint because I felt like it was going to be some pretty paint. So depending on how much paint is underneath, you can use something else to scoop it with, something bigger. But I tend to only have a small amount, and so I use this brush. And it's a little bit long as far as the tip goes, but it's really helpful in picking that stuff up. So really all I'm going to do is just scoop underneath, and then I'm just going to lay that on top. Not too sure how this will end up looking, but that glitter looks really pretty. So I'm going to grab some more paint and scoop it up. See how that goes there. That looks really cool. The only thing is sometimes there could be so much pretty paint that I could spend almost like an hour just doing these transfers and you come out with the beautiful product, because if you put all that paint right back in your cup, it's not like it's not going to be as pretty, but the colors blend more and then you won't get those really bright colors that you want to see. And that's why I like pouring just the colors, because sometimes you get more of the colors pop more when they're just the acrylics, and when you mix things in, it does give you cool looks, but you don't always get the brightness of the colors. So I really like that. Okay, this I'm gonna do later. So I have set up to do, I'll show you an example of what I did before. But I've poured this last one and it was really cool because it was like a dark color, but it's hard to see the pour in there on this. So on this one, I have it all set up to pour. This is gonna be the last final. This is the final. But I have it so that it's got this directly underneath this rock. So I'm hoping I'm gonna pour one and the other one will pour right on top of it. Okay, so next, let's see, I have a lot of paint left in here. I'm just gonna pour, let's see, I'm gonna pour this one right here with just this paint so that we can see what it looks like not on something that already has white on top. So this will be just straight from the cup. See how that looks. I'm going to try to make a little design on there as I go. Sometimes people think, oh, they just throw paint on top, you know what I mean? It just happens that way. If I just threw the paint on top, it wouldn't look as pretty. I do try to have some type of technique so that I'm not just throwing paint on. I used to though, but I've learned if you do different little things, you can get a good look. And the stuff I learned from the acrylic pouring groups is good, but it's not as helpful because they pour on a flat surface and this is a different type of surface. So I almost think this is more fun to watch because it does a lot of the work for you. Look at all that paint right there, so pretty. Sorry, I really get excited when I see very pretty paint, but this rock came out really nice. So this is a difference of just the rock itself. There's no white on it, and I just poured it out of the cup. And these ones are a little more brighter because the white was underneath. So that's pretty cool. I like the way both look. But this one, I have to say, it's got a little bit of a brighter metallic look because the white didn't dull it out on the rock. So that one's pretty cool. I have enough to do one more, so I'm going to do this one. It's always you're using the same paint on each rock, but each rock looks nothing alike. So it's not like you're going to use the color and you're going to have the same rock. You're always going to get different looking rocks each time with the same colors. Oh my goodness. To those of you who love doing transfers, I am in awe right now. I don't even want to touch it because it looks so pretty. The rock and the extra paint. But do know that I'm not going to waste any of that. It's not going to go to waste. Definitely going to be doing a lot of little transfer rocks and such. All right, let's move along to, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I am going to do a little bit of, I wanted to do it live with the mixing because sometimes it gets so confusing when people go, you mix this, and then we don't show you. So I'm using the white. I just get a big thing of white because the paint I use the most is the white, so I tend to get a big amount of it. I'm only pouring like a tiny bit in here. And the oil I'm using is this one. In the past I was using like a Frizz Ease because that's what I had left over from a long time ago, but I bought this by accident and it works really well. So I'm just gonna do a couple squeezes of oil in here. Not that much, just a little bit. And you could use whatever you want to mix it with. I had these long little sticks, so just gonna mix it in. And you kind of tell when you're looking at the mix, it's kind of giving the paint a different look. There are so many ways you can do these mixing stuff in. They always say silicone and Floetrol, but I've never tried those. I'm serious. I've never used those, and I've gotten cool looking rocks because I just don't want to buy certain products that everybody else uses. I love using the things that no one uses because you do get a different effect that no one else is seeing. So I always like that. Just doing something different from the norm because I'm not normal. I'm crazy. So I like to do things a little wacky. So that's just me. Having fun with it. Life's not fun unless you get crazy. All right, so got all that stuff in there. It's all mixed pretty good, and you can let it sit for a while, and then you can do the next part, or you could just continue on. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to continue pouring, but not before. Hi there, Susie. Hi there, Ike. Okay, so now we got. I just go over the ones I've done already. So I've done this one, and these are nothing added in. They're just colors. Oh yeah, Patsy, what's normal? I mean, gosh, I hope everybody on here is not normal. They are crazy too, because we like to be crazy. Normal is crazy, huh? We don't want to do that. Okay, so these are the ones I did earlier. This had the white base, and then I poured over them, so I was pretty happy with those. Those are pretty cool. I was like, go me, yeah. I don't know about you guys, but when you guys and I pour by myself, even though I'm pouring in front of you guys right now, but I get a good pour and I'm like, yes. I could go and get my daughter. I'm like, take a peek at this, and she's like, yeah, seen them. It's all the same. The only ones that my daughter loved were the dragon eyes. So because she loved them so much, I have to make more of them because she's my biggest critic. So if she really likes those, and I know that they're good. So, all right, moving along. I have the white paint. And so I'm going to put some of this white paint in here with the oil. And then I'm going to add some colors. Let's see. What colors do I want to do? Let's see. I think I'm going to grab some of these that I had on the side. This red. And green. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I've heard you guys say that some of your paints are really thick and you got to mix stuff in them. I have to tell you that all the paints that I use, I don't mix anything in them to get them thinner. Most of them are thin already, so I'm just not sure what brand they are that you're using. But I've seen some that are thicker than others, so what do you think? Just those two colors, or should I add another color, Susie? What do you think? I'm debating right now. I'm like, maybe I should just see what that looks like. I think that's a good idea. Let me try that. I'm gonna put a little bit of white on top just to get that in between look. And then I'll probably do two different colors with this. So let's just do this. And I got a nice big rock right here. So let's do that one. So remember, it's just been the, let's see, let me get these colors together. Just a little bit of that white with the oil. And these two. Oh, Patsy, you're so funny. She said that she woke her husband up when she used the oil for the first time and saw the result. So that's pretty cool, I know. It gets exciting. My husband doesn't get too excited. He's like, just make sure the rocks are out of the way so we can cook dinner tonight. All right, so here's that. I think I'm going to do this big one. I feel like I need to add some more weight to that. Once you get used to pouring, you can kind of tell, like, and when you look at the rock, I know it sounds funny, but you can kind of tell, like, Maybe I need more paint because that's not going to cover the rock. Get good coverage. Okay, so I got a good amount there. So this circle one, I kind of want a cool design on it because this is going to be a dragon eye. So let's take a peek and see how this is going to come out. Ooh. It almost made, you know what I said, dragon eye, and it almost made its own dragon eye right in front of my eyes. Isn't that amazing? I almost feel like I could make it an eyeball in the middle already. Susie, you're claiming that one? All right, you better remind me. You better remind me on this one. You better remind me that that's hers, so that'll be hers. I have some left over too, but you know what? I'm gonna add back to that. We're gonna add back to that because that was too pretty. It's really cool how that red just popped in the middle and then everything else came all around the sides. I'm gonna tell you, it's not all me, all right? It's this stuff mixed with white paint. Okay, nothing major. You guys could do this, all right? This stuff, white paint, add a couple colors, put the cup over. Nothing confusing. You don't got to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You don't have to do all that crazy stuff. Sometimes when I see everybody go, oh, you have to do 3/4 this and 3 of that and 4 of that, I just put whatever I want in there and see what happens. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but the excess paint is spectacular, and I'm just going to do a transfer just because it's so pretty right now. Okay, got my brush, got a new one, so I got 2 of them. The other one's got color on it, so got this little flat rock here. Actually, let me get this other one, I can see it better. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a little bit off the bottom, put it on top, grab a little bit more. What's cool is when I swipe with this color, it gives cool cells on there. Can you see that? It's a little dark, but I was trying to get it to lighten up a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that Moroccan oil is awesome sauce. I bought it by accident. I really thought I was getting some hair serum because that's what I was using, but I was like, what an awesome mistake that was. That's why everything happens for a reason. Sometimes bad stuff, but it's all for purpose. Tell you guys something, I've went through a lot of things this past year, and getting to this point where I have such a cool group and cool new friends, I feel very blessed and know that there is a purpose for the things that you go through in life to get me to this awesome point where I'm making these awesome rocks. I love it. They're so cool. Okay, so what should I do? Should I pour another? Let me see. I'm just going to use, actually I'm going to use this white paint. I'm going to add different colors to it because I like to mix it up. That looks really neat. Oh, it's getting late. What time is it? Oh, it's not too bad. 10:52. In case you've never seen my pour before, my pours happen at 10:30 to 11 o'clock. They don't happen any sooner unless the baby happens to be napping or I happen to be home alone without the kids. Oh. All right, Carrie, that's cool. She said she's new to pouring, but she did her first the other night and used alcohol and she loved it. That's great. You know what? I started with just pouring paints, and then I started with a little bit of alcohol, like just trying different things, and that's when it gets fun. Just, like I always say, like turn into a mad scientist and just pour all kinds of stuff together. It's really cool. Okay, for this one, I really like this one color, so I'm going to see what it looks like with this oil because it's going to look cool. And this color looks good. Ooh, it's late where you guys are at, huh? What time is it for everybody? Jessica says it's 1 a.m. Patsy, 2 a.m. You night owls. Ooh, I almost dropped some paint. Oh my gosh, you guys are getting... I almost dropped paint right on this rock. You know what that means? I need to move it out of the way. Whenever you feel like something's gonna happen to the creation you made. You have to make sure you protect it. So it's going away from me just a minute because I don't want nothing to fall on it. So putting it away. Okay, so that one, fabulous. The eye's spreading though. I don't know if you guys saw earlier how the eye was in the middle. It moved. I'm still gonna probably put like the white eyeball in the middle and do it up. But it still looks pretty cool. Almost looks like, if you look at it, it looks like a snake right here, the eyeball. It's a snake right there. Looks pretty neat. Patsy says she can't stop pouring. Ooh, Marie says it's only 4:55 p.m. So she's good. We're not late over there, so that's cool. All right, so where was I at? Okay, got off the topic here. So we got the pink, the blue, and then the white with the oil in there. Let's see, should I add purple? What should I add? Not the glow paint, because we're going to do that. We're going to do that next, I think. But what else should I add? Let's see. It's got this metallic paint too, so let's add that pink metallic. And I made the mistake. I didn't have any extra white now. What am I going to put on top? Let's see. Another color. Purple, no. Glitter. I don't want glitter. Okay, decisions are the worst, trying to decide what to put on there. Okay, one more color. Oh, that looks really pretty. Okay, so I don't mix it. Once it's in the cup, I don't mix it, but you will see me do a little rotating. Sometimes if I want to make sure I get a nice color, I'll pour this into another cup. But I think I'm pretty good. What happens is whatever's on the top sometimes will come straight off the cup first. So sometimes I like to, that's why I said I like to switch it to another cup so I can get a good blend. But this, I want to have some nice pop of the color on this one, so that's good. Just gonna try to drizzle it around here. The white might not hit this one because it's on the bottom of the cup, so I might not see any of that white color yet. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that looks really pretty. And that's why I said you can't really see the white in this one, just a little bit on the corner, because white was at the bottom of the cup. So really I got a couple little cells in the back of there, but like I said, the white's probably going to come out more on these next two that I do, so let's do them. Hi there, Donna. Don't worry, I'm going to save this so you can watch the whatever you missed earlier. So let's do this one right here. I'm trying to get it so you can see it as I'm pouring it. I like the way the white's looking on there, so I'm putting it on top. Ooh. That looks cool. I like the way that looks. It's kind of sliding off the edge, but I'm still don't have that edge covered, so I'm going to let that go down because you can see it's slowly starting to cover that part. So that one was really cool. Came out of the cup kind of faster than I wanted to, so I do have a lot of excess, especially here. Oh my gosh. It's not coming off the edge, but it's there. And just so you know, like what I pour on, it's probably the same cardboard I have forever, but I just keep covering it with foil and reusing it. Because if you have to move these, you want to be able to pick them up and move them without them falling through. So I don't tend to use anything with paper on the bottom because these will stick right to the paper. So, ooh, these little cells are popping up, big old cells on top, so that looks pretty neat. And this is the oil in there too, so that's what's making it do that. So these are the ones with the oil in them. And then these ones don't have it in there. So to me, sometimes it's how the colors look way bright. It seems like you get brighter colors without the cells stuff that mixes in there. But you do get different looks. So it just depends on how, you know, how you want it to look. And that one came out really cool. I like the way that looks, how it spreads the paint at the bottom and stuff. It looks pretty cool. These are the first ones I did, and this was just white rock. Just poured white on the rock, and then I put the pour of the colors over it, and they weren't mixed with anything. These were not mixed with anything. They were just colors, so they look pretty cool too. I think what I'll do next, I mean, I still have a lot of rocks that I'm going to work on still, but is I'll pour this thing. That'll be the finale because it's getting close to, I don't want to keep you guys up too late, so we will pour that thing. And I'm just going to use all the leftover paint I had and put that together, so we'll see what happens. Whatever I got left over with which colors, let's just mix them all together. I'll put the phone down for just a minute while I put all the paints in one cup, so I'll be really quick. And I hope a lot of you guys that are pouring really enjoy it. I do. I felt alone in the pouring though, because nobody in the groups that I go to, only like 1 or 2 people that pour rocks. So now I'm not alone. There's a lot of people that like to pour rocks, so it's been really fun having everybody here enjoying the rocks. What kind of rocks do I like the most? Shoot, I like just the colors. I like the cells that everybody goes crazy about, but for me, I just love metallics, pearls, glitter, and color shift. I mean, that really has never changed since I've started pouring, so those are still my favorite. And every time I do just colors, I always get a really cool result, so that's pretty cool. Hi there, Priscilla. I really like this one though, how that burgundy color comes through right in there. That looks pretty cool. And then we'll go back to this one, see what this one's looking like over here. I really like that. I got to use those colors again because that really came out really neat. Especially how that red in the middle looks. I can still see the little snake with a little eyeball right there in there still. And then this was the transfer. And that came out really cool too. The color on the transfer came out nice. This one right here, just so you know, it's Susie's. She stuck claim on it. I'm just hoping I don't get a knuckle in it, so say a prayer. No fingers or knuckles in it. This brush is too close to that, so I'm going to move it because I don't want it to touch it. Okay, so I put all the leftover paint in here. I'm going to add some paints to it though, so I'm just going to... That's a big object, so... Excuse me. I'm just going to put a whole bunch of stuff in here just to see what happens. Because I do like the way the mixture of the paints look. So just kind of it's no particular order. Just layering in there. It doesn't have to be exactly in a certain spot or anything. I want this to be fun and not difficult. So whenever I try to explain, I try to make it as easy as possible. Because literally, I mean... all I'm doing is just putting the colors in the cup. And then I'm going to pour it. And then all I put in the cup was all the leftover stuff. So it's really just all the leftover paint. I'm going to try to put the glow rocks in here, but I'm not positive if I'll have enough time to do the glow rocks. But we'll see what happens. Okay, one more color, and I think we should be good. Just because I want good coverage and I want to see how this thing flows off the paint, I'm going to put some white in there first. So I'm really only going to keep the tip of it without a color, so let me see. Whoops. Accidentally had an accident and dropped the paint over right now with my hand. So I'm just going to scoop it back in there. Glad I had foil there, but see, this TV is a little louder. Okay, let's see. Okay, sorry about that. Switch my TV back on there. Okay. Okay, what was I going to do first? Hopefully I have enough time. Cross your fingers. I haven't seen any battery message, so I should be good. I'm just pouring white over there, the top. Just so when I put the actual paint on it, it will stay on it and flow really well. We should get a good view of the flow. And it seems like, not positive, but I really think I have it hooked up correct so I can get a good excess pour down here on this rock. But you know what? I should do a flat one so I can get a good watch of it. So, okay, so we do have that coming down there. So we're gonna have a double pour going on. But let's try to fix up a little bit of my mess here. Ooh, it's hitting there. That's my test. I wanted to see where it was touching it so that I could position it toward the middle of the pour. So we're doing good. Cross our fingers here, everybody. See how this comes out. I'm all about trying stuff differently, so I don't want to do anything the same. Just want to see how this goes. I was just trying to get a 2-for-1. So that was basically what I was doing, is trying to get both, doing both. So let's see how this goes. I'm just moving it around this way because I'm not sure how it's going to look, but I want it to have a cool look to it. Ooh, that looks really neat. Kind of going slow because I want to make sure I cover the rock. And I don't want the paint to just gloop out. Let's see what this looks like so far. Cool, but I want to get closer to the top right there because the green is still on the top. So let's try to get up in here. Ooh, gotta get close there. Okay, I'm kind of letting that go so it kind of looks a little bit different on that top part, but that looks pretty neat. And see how it's slowly flowing down? So I'm just gonna let you guys in on this. This is the most fun part for me, is watching the paint go. Now I know some people like to get their paint nice and thin and runny. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna go crazy. Look at this. I mean, I'm just going like, oh my God, that is amazing. I'm just tilting it because I want to get the other side. But isn't that amazing? I wasn't even noticing that it was doing that down there. I missed it. I was looking at one thing and I missed the other. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. I'm gonna try to move it a little bit so that I can get the whole rock covered with that same look. Never done it before, just trying something new. But I really do like the way that's flowing off of there. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, sorry guys, I was zoning out on this and I just really was not focusing on what I was doing here. I'm gonna pull this up just ever so slowly here. And I'm just trying to stop the pour because that is amazing. It looks so gorgeous. I really did a good thing. Wow. Proud of myself. Go me. And this usually only happens by accident. I usually don't plan stuff like this out. So I'm going to move this ever so slowly out of the way here. Because I almost feel like I have more paint that could come out of there and I can cover another rock. So you know what that means. I'm going to put another rock down here. And see what happens. Okay, besides that point, I missed the other part of the flow of this. But forgive me, I just got zoned into that other paint because that paint was, I mean, this is amazing, but that one was hypnotizing. So let's continue on and see what happens with this next rock here. Okay, I'm gonna let that go and see what happens with that. I'm gonna kind of move it as it's going just to make sure I'm covering different parts of the rock. But I'm just letting you guys know that I'm like mesmerized right now. In case I'm like not talking, it's because I'm watching it. Really pretty. Okay. Let's turn it around. And these are some of my favorite colors. Like the colors I'm using, they're like my favorite colors. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to turn it around. Use my little stick here. Oh my gosh. And see, I was thinking, really the reason why I did this, I was thinking, how can I get use of the paint that comes out of the rock? I mean, this, what is this? I don't know what it is. Maybe it was a pear. I don't know what it is. But how can I get better use of the paint? So I was like thinking, well, I'll just put that underneath there, see what happens. That looks really pretty. I think I might be able to make it flow if I just kind of press the paint down a little. Don't want to make it flow too much, but we'll see what happens. Oh, Susie said she loves the song I'm listening to. I love Christian music. For those of you that aren't Christian, I'm not trying to be like, oh, push it on you, but just the words, you know, most of this stuff has to talk about coming out of the darkness, and everybody experiences some type of darkness, and it just brings that light to you, comforting. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, this is not flowing as fast. So I'm going to try to push it down and get more of it, but sorry guys, I just had to watch that flow of that because it's just too fun to watch it come out of there. Got a little bit more I can come out. Okay, got about a couple people here watching still. Should we do glow rocks? What do you think? Glow rocks or continue this tomorrow? It's late. Depends on what you guys think. You guys think I should do at least one glow rock so you guys can see how I do that design really quick? I was thinking if my battery cut out, that'd be a sign, but didn't get anything, no battery cut out yet. That came out really cool, and this came out really cool too. I think my daughter's gonna try to steal it from me. The colors of the paint though, those colors are my favorite colors. I really like those. Okay, I hear my daughter coming. I'm thinking she's gonna tell me it's time for bed. We'll see what she says. Okay, I gotta do, I'm trying to go slowly and show you these slowly. What time is it? 11? Oh, it's 11:11 when I just looked. Make a wish. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna do glow rock real quick. I'm over here on this side. I'm a little worried because I'm next to this rock right here and I don't want to mess it up. Okay, let me make some room over here. Okay. Just kind of moving this stuff over because I have another tray. So I thought just in case we'll do the extra tray because it's been a while since I poured in. It's just super relaxing. So even though I'll go to bed late tonight, I will sleep really well. Okay. So these, I'm just going to pour them with paints, and then we're going to do the glow paint on top. So make it easy on me. Plus, I really like the way these look with the white on it. I'm going to put white on there first. Just a little bit. I'm not going to pour the whole entire rock with white, just a little bit on top of each one. You don't have to do this for any of your rocks. I'm just doing this because it's creating a nice little base on top, so that I'm hoping I'll use less paint when I put the paints together in the cup. And do know that you can buy house paint. I mean, if you see paint on sale, I mean, you can use any type of paint you want on these. I noticed that I don't get a lot of cracking on mine, but I also don't mix a lot of things into my paint. Look at that. That's happiness right there. Except I'm wearing a nice pair of pants today, so I'm just hoping I don't get them dirty. So we'll see what happens. Paint likes to go everywhere. It's always fun the morning after when I'm working and I look up my hand and then I got paint on it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was fun. Oh. Okay, so next I'm going to put the paints in the cup. And let's see, what colors did I like? Actually the red and the green look cool, so let's do a little more of those. Let's do green. And I'm not going to put any white in this at all, because I already have white on there, so See how this looks. And then I'm going to do the glow paint. So got pink, I got red and green. Red, green, and what color? Red, green, and trying to think of what would look good with these two colors. Decisions, decisions. Okay, this blue has been really beautiful, so what the hey, we'll see. See what that comes out with. I don't know about those colors. I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't know, but we're gonna put glow paint on them, so it's not gonna matter what they look like. I'm just gonna make glow rock. So I'm gonna go around the edges because the white's on the top. And what happens, like on this one, is I'm just getting the stuff that's on the top of the cup. So really, I haven't got any of the color yet. The color's inside here. So that one looked pretty cool, and that's okay because it's going to be a glow rock, and that's where the design's going to happen. Same with this one. I'm just going to go over the sides. I don't know how it's going to look, but I'm just trying to cover part of it, and then I'm going to put some glow on there too. Well, that one looked kind of cool. I'm just going to hit up the edges because I already have that white in there. That looks neat. Just trying to get around the sides. Okay, I ran out of paint, so I need some more paint in there. No surprise, that looks pretty cool. I don't know how I'm going to put the glow paint on there, but let me add more to this. Let's go different colors. That blue and this blue. And then next I'm going to get the glow paint and then I'll put this tip on it. And then I'll make a design. I don't know what design. I have never used that tip before, but we'll just try it out and see what happens. Kind of getting crazy with this because I'm still going to put the, that one looks really pretty. I'm still going to put the glow color in there, so really I'm just kind of putting the color on. That one's going to look neat because the color of the glow is going to be striped on it. Okay. So when you have glow paint, I've used different glow paints. This glow paint is the shiznit. It is good. So I'm going to shake it up. I do a lot of stuff with one hand. Wouldn't recommend it in case you don't want to hurt, your rocks on the side, but I'm trying to be careful with this precious over here. It keeps telling me to move stuff away from it, so I'm moving it away. These tips go on really nice, so I need my other hand, so I'll just screw it on there, but basically the tip looks like that. And they come in a package like this. And they sell them at Michael's, that's where I got mine. All you have to do is cut the top of it because it doesn't come with the tip cut. So just shake it up one more time. Do know that you can use gloves. My preference is to get dirty. Okay, so with this one, because it's this way, I'm going to do stripes on there. So let's see how that goes. And I'll show you tomorrow when I let them dry how cool they look with the glow, because you can see the glow on these. And I don't mix the glow paints in because if you mix this in with any of your paints, it's going to dull the color of the glow. So for this one, I'm going to start it from the middle and then work its way out a little bit. And it's going to look really cool because it's going to glow straight in the middle. And on this one, I like the way the rock looks itself, so I'm just going to put some little crevices in there. Kind of fill in the blanks in here. I made a G there. That looks really pretty. Okay, let's see. I'm going to see about this one. My daughter's name is Angelina. Let's see. And it says, where do you buy the glow paint? I bought mine from Michael's. So I got this at Michael's. So I know they have it at most like hobby stores. This one looks so pretty. Do you guys think I should put glow paint on it? You know what? I can't stake claim on a lot of rocks. So I'm just going to put the glow paint in these little holes right here because it looks really pretty. And I like the tips because you can control where you want your paint to go. So I'm still trying to keep the beauty of this pour, but when you look at it in the dark, it's gonna really radiate the colors. It's gonna really pop. Same with this one. I think I'm gonna do, let me see the way it looks. I want to kind of keep that look, but make it look like a turtle maybe. Just kind of following the line that it already has on there. Well, that's really cool. And these really look really cool when they glow. They look really neat. Let's see. Do I want to add glow paint to anything else? No. Better just stick to that part. So those look cool. You know what I'm going to do? Just while we're right here, and I don't know if my phone's going to cut out or not, but I'm going to turn the lights off and see if I can see what it looks like right now. Sometimes I can't see it really good until it finishes. Carrie asked me, have I canvas poured? I have canvas poured before. You know what? I know it sounds crazy, but I don't like it. It's flat. It's like a flat surface. And I think I've gotten so used to the rocks and watching it go off of the surfaces, having to just move the canvas frontward and backward, and it just isn't really fun for me. I don't really enjoy it. Oh, I gotta show you guys something. Isn't this awesome? I didn't make it. I did not make it. I won it at an auction because my rock group does auctions for all kinds of different reasons, you know, for different people, just to raise money for the kids. But this one was made by Mariela Rodriguez. And so you put the rock up, you auction it. What was cool is that this rock was not made. The only thing that was viewable was just the butterflies. And I knew I wanted to, put my bid on it, just because of how pretty it was, but it is gorgeous. I just need to put something on top so that wherever I decide to put it, I can protect it. But this is beautiful. And these are some poured rocks over here. And what was I doing? Oh, let's see. What was I doing? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. If anybody remembers what I was actually going to do right there, just remind me. But let's look at these lovelies really quick. I think there's like 90 guys on right now. I am about to cut out. Oh, I was going to close the light. Yeah, I was going to close the light and see what it looks like on the glow. Sorry, I got short-term memory loss. Okay, let's turn them off. I will turn them off, Donna. Let's see what that looks like. I'm not too positive on what I want to get on the result, but for definitely, I will show you guys tomorrow what it looks like. They look really cool, though. Okay, let's see. Let's cross my fingers. Ooh. Can I get a ooh? Can I get a ah? Yeah, I'm just going to let you know because, I mean, you guys can see it on your end, but what I'm looking at is pure beauty here, just from the glow. Because, when you're a kid and you see things glow in the dark, you're like, wow, that's awesome. I mean, it only lasts for a little while when it glows, so I'm just trying to recharge it, and then I'll turn the lights off one more time. But, I mean, the glow paint almost looks white when it dries. So you really can't tell that it's glow paint until the lights go off. Okay, ready? Are you guys ready? One more time. One more time. One more time. Do I have a tutorial? Nicole asked me on how do I seal them. I'm not too sure if I've done one or not. I'll try to do one. But I want to say I have done one before, but I'm not positive. I know I've done sealing stickers a long time ago. I did one, but let's turn the lights off and see. Ooh, such beauty, guys. I haven't done glow rocks in a while. Usually I just plop and drop the stuff on there, and that's pretty cool too. But if you could only see what it looks like up close and personal, it's pretty neat. Okay, maybe if somebody donates a large amount of money to me and then I get like free postage, I'll just send rocks to everybody. But until then, I can't. I gotta just pace myself on who I can send them to, and you know how that stuff goes. You want to send everybody one of your lovelies, but I don't have postage to do that, or else I would. Okay. What do you guys think? I think they look great. I just want to tell you guys that the reason why they come out good is because I'm using one hand, so you forced me to do something different. So that's kind of cool. Oh, Patsy's sweet. She said, enjoyed. You totally rock. Keep pouring. That's cool. Susie, I will check my PMs. Don't you worry, girl. I'll send you one. It just might be a week or two before I get it out. I don't want to say a lag, but sometimes I'll say I'll send someone one and it takes a while. And it's nothing personal. It's just that I may not have the extra funds or just hadn't had time to put it together. You guys have a good night. Oh, this song is the favorite song. Okay, I'm going to go over the rocks one more time, and then I'll close up for the night. So I'm going to just go over the rocks really quick, and then I'm going to cut out. So that one's awesome. This was from the pour from the flow. It's really cool. Really love that one. Carrie said she had fun. Thanks. I had fun too. It's fun doing it with one hand and having a conversation with everybody. Sorry I can't hear you guys, but I'm trying to watch the feed as it's going. Pretty cool. On the green one, let's see. This green one you're talking about?
Thanks to Jesus.
Looks pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So for about 3 years, I struggled with addiction.
Pretty cool.
And other drugs. So I went to prison. I went to prison for 28 months. So while I was in prison, I found God.
Top left, which one? Top left, this one right here? Trying to look for that face. You said, oh, top right. This one? Okay, I'm gonna go to the last ones right here and wrap it up for the night. Sorry if I'm blaring my song here. I love this song. Okay, I'm going back here, Louise. You could say stop when you see what you were looking for.
My name's Chuck, and I'm a 3-time cancer survivor. There's no way I could be here without the Lord.
That one's pretty cool. The one in the back, one right here. Ooh. Alright guys, I gotta cut out because you know what? I have to do a couple transfers, alright? I'm just gonna have to do those. Let's go back to these ones really quick. And then under the fountain, let's look. Wanna look at these? Let's see. Which one? This one? Louise wants me to look at one, but not sure which one. Look like a little happy face right there. Alright, you're gonna have to let me know which one after we finish off and say, ah, to the right, to the left. This one? You guys got me. Oh, all right.
Found out that the cancer has gone away, and since then.
Oh my gosh, this is my favorite right here. I really like the way this one came out. It was looking like it was pouring differently, but it's a little bit different. That one looks really cool. It's still got a load of paint up in this top part right here too. So I'm like, what am I gonna do with that? This one's funny though, it has a little happy face. Boop. I almost want to move it and go boop boop. Okay guys, you guys have a good night. I'm not too sure how long this has been going for, but I had fun sharing these creations, so that was pretty cool. I like to do these maybe once every 2 weeks or 4 weeks or something, just to get them out of there. Ooh, Patsy, you know what? When I finish up, Patsy, I'm going to keep pouring. Maybe do transfers and then do a little couple pouring. So you guys have a good night. I had fun. And have a great evening. And go to bed, because it's time to go to bed. Okay, bye-bye.